Welcome back to Tales of History. Today, we delve into one of the most extraordinary and daring military operations in modern history, Operation Meghdoot. Launched on April 13, 1984, this operation was a crucial mission by the Indian Armed Forces to seize control of the Siachen Glacier, the highest battlefield in the world. The operation took place in the Union territory of Ladakh, at an altitude of over 5,000 meters, or 16,000 feet above sea level. Before we dive into the details of the operation itself, let's understand the background of the Siachen Dispute. The Siachen Glacier is strategically important for India as it acts as a barrier, preventing Pakistan from establishing territorial links with China. For Pakistan, controlling the glacier would mean direct access and a stronger claim over the contested region of Jammu and Kashmir. In 1949, after the First Indo-Pakistan War, both nations signed the Karachi Agreement, which drew a ceasefire line but left the Siachen region largely undemarcated. The ceasefire line, later known as the Line of Control, or LOC, ended at point NJ 9842, leaving the glacier in a gray area. This ambiguity set the stage for future conflicts, as both nations claimed the glacier, but it remained unoccupied until the 1980s. The situation began to escalate in the late 1970s. Colonel Narinder Kumar, famously known as Bull Kumar, a mountaineer in the Indian Army, discovered a US-drawn map that showed the Siachen Glacier as part of Pakistan. This discovery alarmed the Indian government, as Pakistan had been allowing mountaineering expeditions in the region, furthering their claim. These expeditions, permitted by the Pakistani government and often accompanied by Pakistani military officers, were an attempt to legitimize their territorial claims. In response, India authorized Colonel Bull Kumar to lead expeditions to the glacier. By 1981, Kumar and his team had mapped the entire Siachen Glacier up to the Chinese border, providing India with valuable topographical data and photographic evidence. In 1984, Indian intelligence agencies uncovered Pakistan's plans to launch Operation Ababil, aimed at capturing the Siachen Glacier. The procurement of Arctic clothing, snow tents, and mountaineering equipment by Pakistan from London confirmed their intentions. This prompted Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi to authorize Operation Meghdoot. The operation's planning was based on the detailed topographical information collected by Colonel Bull Kumar. The mission was to occupy the critical Saltoro Heights before Pakistan could act. The Chief of Army Staff, General Arun Vaidya, along with Northern Army Commander Lieutenant General P.N. Hoon and Brigadier Vijay Chana, were tasked with executing this high-stakes operation. To secure the Siachen Glacier, the Indian military made a strategic decision to deploy troops from northern Ladakh, along with some paramilitary forces, to this challenging region. Many of these troops had already been toughened up for the extreme conditions during a training expedition to Antarctica in 1982. This rigorous preparation was crucial for the successful launch of the operation to occupy the entire glacier. With the green light from the Government of India, then Chief of Army Staff, General Arun Vaidya, took swift action. He instructed Northern Army Commander Lieutenant General P.N. Hoon and Brigadier Vijay Chana to seize control of the strategic Saltoro Heights as quickly as possible. In March 1984, Indian troops began their arduous journey to the eastern base of the glacier. The first phase involved a full battalion from the Kumaon Regiment and units from the Ladakh Scouts, marching through the ice-bound Zojila Pass. By April 13th, approximately 300 Indian soldiers had dug into key positions on the glacier. Pakistan, on the other hand, was caught off guard. By the time their troops arrived, Indian forces had already secured all three major mountain passes, which are Siala, Bilafondla, and later Gyeongla in 1987. The Indian Army also occupied the commanding heights of the Saltoro Ridge, west of the Siachen Glacier. Operation Meghdoot resulted in India gaining control over the 70-kilometer-long Siachen Glacier, its tributary glaciers, as well as three main passes of the Saltoro Ridge immediately west of the glacier, Siala, Bilafondla, and Gyeongla. This strategic advantage allowed India to maintain a watchful eye over Pakistan's Gilgit-Baltistan region and the Karakoram Highway. which connects Pakistan-administered Kashmir to China's Xinjiang province. Today, the Siachen Glacier remains a testament to the bravery and determination of the Indian Armed Forces. It is the only place in the world where tanks and heavy artillery are deployed at such altitudes. Despite the harsh conditions and high maintenance costs, Indian troops continue to hold their ground, ensuring the region's security. Today, the Indian Army holds a remarkable distinction as the first and only army in the world to have deployed tanks and heavy ordnance to such extreme altitudes, over 5,000 meters or 16,000 feet. In this challenging environment, up to 10 infantry battalions from both the Indian Army and the Pakistan Army are stationed at altitudes reaching up to 6,400 meters across the glacier region. First and foremost, securing Siachen has provided India with a significant security advantage. If Pakistan controlled the glacier, they could have set up radar systems to monitor all Indian military activities in Ladakh. This surveillance capability would have compromised India's strategic movements in the region. Moreover, Pakistani control could have facilitated a united front with China, posing a dual threat to India. In the event of conflict, this alliance could have launched coordinated attacks, complicating India's defense strategy. Additionally, Siachen is strategically close to the Karakoram Pass, through which the Karakoram Highway runs. This highway connects Pakistan-administered Kashmir's Gilgit-Baltistan region to China's Xinjiang province, making it a crucial artery for Sino-Pakistani connectivity. Finally, Siachen acts as a watchtower for India, allowing it to monitor activities in Pakistan's Gilgit-Baltistan region. This oversight helps maintain a strategic advantage over potential adversarial movements. Operation Meghdoot had far-reaching impacts on the region. It significantly strengthened India's position in Jammu and Kashmir, dealing a moral blow to Pakistan's claims over the area. Despite the ongoing threat of natural calamities and the hostile environment, Pakistan continues to make attempts towards Siachen. This persistence forces India to bear high costs to maintain their forces and equipment in the region. The region's hostility is evident. Remains of soldiers who died during Operation Meghdoot were found only by chance 38 years later, in 2022. Yet the determination of Indian soldiers remains unshaken, as demonstrated by their continuous presence and control over Siachen. Operation Meghdoot not only solidified India's position in Jammu and Kashmir, but also delivered a significant blow to Pakistan's claims over the region. The operation's legacy is immortalized by a memorial at the Siachen base camp, which reads, "Quartered in snow, silent to remain, when the bugle calls, they shall rise and march again." Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of India's most remarkable military operations. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Tales of History for more fascinating stories from the past. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring history.